I was just watching tonight SmackDown. You know, it's been some time since I did a video. Months actually. And yeah, like I said, I'd be doing some videos here and there, really just for me to listen to. But if the powers that be of certain things could hear, that would be great too, to maybe fix some stuff, listen to some suggestions and things like that. I've gotta say, this episode of SmackDown tonight, possibly one of the worst episodes. Possibly, really, this episode of SmackDown, possibly one of the worst episodes of SmackDown, one of for this year. Here's why. You know, there are some things that are done in WWE but obviously I mostly love WWE, right? Because, it's the first. I love all the wrestling shows. WWE, I also love AEW, and I also love Impact Wrestling. And, I'm glad there are, aside from those three, I'm also glad there are other wrestling companies. All that being said and everything, even though I mostly love WWE, there are lots of just stupid, very bad and annoying things that WWE does. For example, Retribution not being pushed more, and people hating on Retribution, but that's another video. Tonight, this has to do with the Bloodline, which I love. Great storyline. I think everyone involved is very great and benefited, but nothing's perfect. And a perfect example of that, I know I used the word perfect a good bit just now, was tonight. So the Bloodline started with Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso. The right-hand man, Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso. Right? I don't know if he really quit or if it's a work. I don't know. But, very good. Appreciated that he main evented SummerSlam this year for the undisputed WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Then before Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso joined the Bloodline. Now, the way they had things looking, and this was a great way to do it, different from Jay's reasoning from joining, pretty much being manipulated by Roman before he finally caught his sense leading up to SummerSlam 2023. I'd like to think, and this is how it was looking, that Jimmy Uso wasn't taking any of Roman Reigns' crap. But because his brother, Jey Uso, was a part of it, he wanted to be with his brother, close to his brother, protect his brother. he allowed himself to also get caught up in the bloodline and, being in the mix. He probably started to like it and what's not, but really he was in the bloodline for Jey Uso, not Roman, not Paul Heyman. And, well, he was there before Solo Sikoa, so it goes without saying, not for Solo Sikoa. He was there for Jey. Generally. I don't know if that's how they had it, but that's how I like to think about it. And if you look at the whole story, realistically, that's how it looked. That he was really only there for Jey. Because Jey didn't leave and looked like he wasn't leaving. So he's like, all right, I'll suck it up to be here with my bro. Which I love, great story to add in the mix of the many good stories of the bloodline. Fast forward, everything culminate. Jimmy Uso had enough. Last straw was when he saw witness firsthand again, because he was getting bullied by Roman a bit and he did nothing. But when he saw Roman Reigns, start putting the hands on Jey, I think this was before Money in the Bank. Jimmy had, that was enough. That's it. He last straw. He super kicked Roman. Things started, and realistically, Jimmy Uso was the one who really started the cracks in the bloodline. Sami Zayn broke it open even more, but Jimmy Uso started it. From the very beginning, initially not taking Roman Reigns' crap, before he gave in to be with his brother. So, that's what went down. He got away from the bloodline, Jey Uso eventually left the bloodline. He did it for Jey. Fast forward again, SummerSlam 2023. Again, greatly appreciate main event Jey Uso getting a shot at a World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam main event. Loved it a lot. Jimmy Uso betrayed Jey. Well, in his mind, he didn't. And I hope this is what really happened, and I'm going to pretend this is what it is because this is a great story. In his mind, he was helping Jey Uso, not letting him become like Roman. So that's why he stopped the win. So that's what went down. Now, Jey Uso, destroyed Roman, destroyed Solo Sikoa. Jey Uso destroyed the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns, destroyed Solo Sikoa, destroyed Jimmy, because obviously Jimmy did a bad thing. He thinks he didn't, but he really did. And then he left, said he quit WWE afterwards. Now that's a real wreck everyone and leave. They should have let Jey Uso say that, because that was one of the shirts Roman Reigns wore when he started to become the head of the table and tribal chief. Because that's basically what he did. That's what he did, basically. That's exactly what he did. This was a good opportunity for Jimmy Uso to become a rogue heel, messed up in the head because of everything. But he ain't with no one. Jey gone, so he ain't with no one. He just doing his own thing, being a heel. This is, Tonight it looks like they let Jimmy Uso join the bloodline. Watch the SmackDown 1st of September, Friday, 2023. Jimmy Uso I hope not, but it looked like they putting him back with the bloodline. That's stupid and very bad. You have a good opportunity to do a good story with Jimmy. Let him be his own person. The Usos separate. Okay, let him be his own person. Jey became his own person. Main event Jey Uso. Now this is an opportunity for Jimmy Uso to become himself. Singles. Go after singles titles. Win good single matches. Rogue. But instead, the big commercial, for this episode, Jimmy Uso will appear on this SmackDown just for him to come and say, hey, I like man, and because of that, I shall go back to Roman Reigns because, I like man and enjoy a little bit of incest, so fantasy, so I shall join the Bloodline again. What type garbage that is? Something good, instead of using it, you're deciding to be lazy and send him back to the Bloodline. Long story short, I'm not I'm not happy with this episode. Now, I do love that Solo Sikoa beat AJ Styles. Nothing wrong with different people getting some wins. I want Solo Sikoa get billed too. Yeah, good. But Jimmy could have got a steel chair, attack AJ Styles and Solo Sikoa to show that, hey, but from behind, Cheetah attacked Solo, so Solo still looked dominant, but Jimmy do what he have to do still. And then attack AJ Styles with a steel chair to show that, hey, he's a rogue, and, every so often let him say he love his brother. He don't have to say Jay all the time, but we know who we mean. So we gotta, build this character, this unhinged character. But instead of and AJ Styles and John Cena, because you went face to face with John Cena, this could have been one of those two former world champs. Could have been a perfect singles rivalry for Jimmy Uso's rogue heel gimmick. Good starting off rivalries, but instead of going down this route, you decide to put him back with the Bloodline. And if you're doing that so he could face, the OC with Roman and Solo, that's stupid too, because it's just not good. 1 and 2, you could put anyone with Roman and Sikoa. I don't think that'll burn down your business. And until WrestleMania 40, everything that happens with Roman, even if he defends his title, realistically is filler. The real thing doesn't matter until WrestleMania 40. So it really shouldn't matter. But instead, this is what you do. Come on, man. It's stupid.